All right, moving into our weather forecast, we're going to look back really quickly at what we've seen and then look ahead to what else to expect. Our rain from earlier today, you can see this is our 7 to 10 a.m. radar. That line beginning to take shape, racing through Thibodaux, then just charging across the New Orleans metro area and continuing on to the east. And as I was pointing out before, some pretty high wind gusts along that leading edge of the rain, and a little rotation detected around the Marrero area around maybe roughly 9:10, 9:12. Now looking into what we have for live radar, we have mostly light greens or yellows. That's light to moderate showers, so we're still dealing with that. Actually a big break right now across a big chunk of New Orleans and the West Bank, but actually starting to see the rain pick up again for around the Marrero area and over toward Kenner as well. We still have a pretty decent amount of shower action across a big part of our south of the lake to the coastal kind of spots. Port Fourchon getting some moderate to heavy rain at the moment, and the North Shore, not quite so much. A few sprinkles here and there for those of you around Mandeville and Covington, some light showers. But other than that, we're really not seeing quite as much for those of you north of Lake Pontchartrain. Looking back quickly at our 12-hour Doppler radar rain total estimates, and you can see they were up to about 3+ inches, and then these are actual recorded amounts. The airport over 2¼ or so inches of rain, downtown almost 2, the lakefront over 2 inches, and this is just from today since midnight, about 1.5 inches for some of our north of the lake spots. Highest wind gusts today north of the lake, Baton Rouge near 40 miles per hour, and then at the airport 47-mile-per-hour gusts there, and at the lakefront a 58-mile-per-hour gust recorded at that location, and a few other reports nearing 60 miles per hour around there as these storms charge through. Now, the good thing is we have most of that really heavy and strong storm action finished for now. We're still clearly adding to our rain totals, at least some. But the heavier storms, we have a couple of very heavy cells south of Plaquemines Parish and another line. And you can see that bowing kind of look to it where it kind of makes that C shape or backward C shape over there on the kind of south of Morgan City range. That's where maybe some high wind gusts and some very heavy rain are accompanying that system, but out over the northern Gulf. So for us, as I was pointing out, when will the rain end? The back edge now just about at Opelousas. So you can see our tentative timeline is going to be about 3 or 4 p.m. for a lot of our spots. Our planner through the rest of today, temperatures just hovering in the lower 70s, and that rain chance going way down once we get to about 4 or 5 p.m. So anything you have to do later this afternoon or into the evening hours looks a lot drier. We'll just be dealing with, the slick, wet roads from what we've already had, and maybe a bit of residual kind of flooding in some spots, the low-lying spots. You may still see a little bit of that in the next couple of hours potentially. Now, this is our radar and our high-resolution model showing what we can expect into this afternoon. 3 p.m. We're starting to see most of the rain perhaps moving off to the east and leaving a lot of spots dry. 4 p.m. and then this is 5. So you can see the improvement coming as this first wave of heavy rain moves out. If you're curious about tomorrow, looking ahead to Thursday, the morning looks okay, and we've been noticing over the past day or so our radar and model trends for tomorrow's rain are a little lighter. Now, it looks like by tomorrow night, this is 11 p.m., we could see a return of some showers and some storms, and then Friday during the day as well, we're looking for a bit more rain. So that's why we continue with our flood watch at least until Thursday evening. And we've already seen, as you saw there, rain totals just from today up to about 2+ inches of rain. So we're almost at that cumulative 3 to 6 inches and isolated up to 10. I think we're done, though, as we head into the rest of this week with the really most significant rain. Today and tonight, look at this, only our coastal spots now included at that marginal risk of severe weather. But tomorrow, still a level 1 out of the 5 risk categories. So that would account for a high wind gust or 2 and maybe some hail. Right now, our temperatures are around 70 in New Orleans and some of you 60. So unbelievably, we're feeling kind of coolish in a few locations. Also quite muggy, though. Our winds much calmer now compared to when those storms were rolling in. And this is all associated with these big upper lows. This one in particular, which will be, it looks like, hovering near us over the next couple of days, continuing to drag in that moisture. And look at this, even into this weekend, the upper low may still be near us. So that could bring our rain chances continuing into Saturday and Sunday, although overall it looks a little less than what we've had. And then it starts to move off to the north potentially early next week. So today, still very high chance to see some form of rain, although it should be less as we get toward 3, 4, 5 p.m. The rain should taper off. And then tonight, we're looking for a lower chance of rain with a bit of a break and temperatures in the 60s. 7-day forecast shows the temperatures really not bad at all. So if you're not ready for those 90s and summer-like kind of heat, enjoy the next few days, but stay aware of the weather as we still will have to watch for a few more heavy storms Thursday and potentially during the day Friday as well.